Okay, welcome back to My Hero Academia Anime Review, episode 45. This time in the 83rd episode of the anime, Golden Tea Tips. Golden Tips, Imperial Tips. Yep, this one taps the entirety of chapters, well, mostly exception of like one minor thing, of chapters 173 to 174. Yep, two chapters. So effectively, as of this episode, yeah, and we're basically three chapters into this, but there's like three episodes in, and we've already covered like, I think it's like 9 chapters so far. Yeah, I think it's like 9. No, it's more like, I'd say 6 covered in just 3 episodes. Yeah, but starting with the very next episode, they're going to be increasing the number of chapters they release because, well, why not? Yep. Now, what happens in this episode? Well, mostly put with this episode, there's a couple things going on. Mostly put, it just also set it for the next episode. Yep. First we have Eri basically arriving to school, and I thought this was a great scene. Though they did make a word change here, basically, like, oh yeah, here's Eri, and then here's Lemillion's butt. And he says, here's a peach. In the manga, he said, here's a full moon. Yeah. Now, I think this was probably a typo on the part of people who either did the translation for the dub or something else. They refer to Deku's quirk as Engine, which that's not his quirk. That is Ingenium's quirk. Why they refer to it as Engine makes no freaking sense. Maybe, yeah, my guess it was probably a typo because it had his name and it says quirk and like Engine. Like, wait, that's not his quirk. His quirk is all for one. Is one for all. That's his quirk. Why they made it air for, I have no idea. Basically, basically Deku's happy to see Eri, and of course Froppy and Otaku got a chance to say hi to her, and then of course Raya comes out and introduces himself. Well, it's like a brief little scene whenever he's like prepping for the actual school festival itself, and of course Deku and Lemillion take Eri on a tour of the school. First we get so it looks like a backstage Hollywood lot. We see people from the business course show off their stuff, and of course Class B, where now here's the thing. Now Deku tries to explain to Eri like, oh, I thought that was that dragon lady again. Yeah, he was trying to explain to her that was Reku, the dragon hero, but he got interrupted. My guess is he must have. It kind of felt as even the manga basically suffered this as well, where I kind of felt as though certain bits of conversation not here. Yeah, I think this probably is covered in the Fourth Light novel, which I haven't had a chance to read it. I know it came out this past week. I'm hoping to get it really soon because I think that book kind of explains the gaps in this particular episode. That's what I've heard anyway. Take place during the actual thing, which I'm looking forward to reading the thing. And they go the support course went to Hejima, first time since the start of the hero licensing course. Not hero licensing course, the hero licensing exam. That was the last time she was seen in the series, like that far back. In that very first episode, the last time she physically seen the series was towards the end of season 3. Yeah, last time she appeared in the series, and she appeared in this episode twice. First, I wanted new babies, and it's a great little scene. And things about to explode. Like Aries, like, yeah, let's get out of here. And then we see like one of the big three, the beautiful one. And here's the thing: there's actually a slight change here because Deku was kind of looking away from her because she's had shown a lot of cleavage, and he's kind of embarrassed to see that because he's not a pervert like Menendez is. Yeah, I meant to actually briefly conversation with her, like, oh, you're a good looker. Yeah, I'm a good woman. Aries says nothing to him at all. Perhaps maybe that Deku probably tells him later, yeah, he's into adult stuff, so don't bother with him. That's probably my guess, what he probably told her. I'll probably find out more when I read the light novel because I'm really looking forward to reading it. Yep. And basically, Ninja basically treats Eri like pretty well. And heck, even her last reappearance in the manga, she kind of treats Eri like a little sister, which it's good for her. And we see Sunny here briefly through the episode, still as mopey as ever. And basically, she's in the beauty pageant. Like, Echo's like, oh, there's a beauty pageant, okay. Yeah, what is he into beauty pageants? Maybe he's interesting otaku into one of these things. That might be interesting. Her or probably Froppy. Pinky might be interested too, but who knows? Yeah, and after that they go to the cafeteria. Oh yeah, and the racer is seen briefly in the episode. He's seen like when Eric was first seen, and after that I think he's actually seen a flashback. But after that, that's pretty much it. The principal is seen this episode. He talks to directly at Eri. Doesn't actually share a screen with her. That he actually agreed to do and let her in. No problem at all. Basically, a month ahead of time, and basically they agree. And the police basically demand against an increased fund to don't to close the restaurant. Like, yeah, we'll still do it, but if anything bad happens, we'll shut it down. That's the agreement. And now I should point out though, in the manga, he refers Midnight as Midnight Sensei. In the anime, it's Miss Midnight. Okay. Yeah, and this is also a woman who's also into very much adult stuff. I think Eri probably would interact with her probably a lot better than she would act with Menta. Menta's a pervert, but at least he knows not to do pervy things to a little girl, despite the fact they're about the same age. Yep. And then Deko's like, yeah, my break's over. Yeah, it's my break's over. I better get back. And of course, so Eri, he's basically dancing. And then the very next day happens. Like, apparently he's been taken off the dance team to go on the special effects team. Basically, he'll be carrying. What is his name here? I kind of forgot his name. His name is the one with the laser in the belly button. See if I can find him here. Ayama. Yeah. Because he's going to be the floating disco ball for some reason. Because Deku's got a power quirk. Carry him around. Okay. You do kind of realize, though, that Deku probably has a lot more quirks in there. Yep. And then we cut to All Might and Deku practicing out in the forest. Trying to do more 20%. Still injuring him, but help him out. And of course, he has some conversation. And then, of course, Hegemon shows up again, and how she shows up is quite interesting. All Might basically has got very good reflex and has got very good hearing, and he catches one of her babies, one of her inventions, and he's like, she's supposed to say this, and I don't think she says anything about it. Maybe she agrees to keep it probably maybe All Might probably tells, yeah, can you make sure, he probably basically kind of in a way blackmailed her. Maybe to keep a secret of this training. It's possible, but who knows? And also, it's mentioned that they actually kind of add this in him basically bleeding at the mouth. He says, "You haven't done that in a while," and then he goes to his muscle form and says, "You haven't done that. I haven't seen that form in a long time." Yep. Excuse me. Yeah. Also, there's a slight word change to flashback when Ares brought there. Yeah, in the manga, it says it's been for a long time. And in the anime, it's a slight wording change where it's like for quite some time. It's like slight wording change, mostly it's the same amount of dialogue. And then basically the scene ends with, well, of course, with All Might and Deku just continue practicing. And then we cut to Gentle Criminal. Yep, probably by far the most interesting villain this whole arc. He's a lot more interesting in the overhaul. At least he actually is a cool villain. And it's filmed this episode that La Brava is in love with Gentle Criminal, and he's well aware of it. He actually accepts her feelings for him. And they even have how they first met. Yeah. So before they basically, like, apparently she met him basically by hacking into his account and finding his address. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, this was because they've been together for 6 years. Basically, she's 21, so when she first met, she was 15, he was 26. I'm thinking though, he's like 32, and why is his hair white? It's never explained in the series of why the heck his hair is white. Yeah, it's very odd. And of course, he explains his master plan. He's going to slip past this particular park, go to little T. Also, there's a brief thing with the whole title of the episode, Golden Tips Imperial. It's a brief little scene inside the dormitory where Momo is basically showing off, and Deku basically Shinji first sees a video of his that he just accidentally clicks on, or using his smartphone, because of course he watches it. Now they don't show fully the video itself. My guess is because they actually just showed us last week, so that's probably my reasoning. That's just my theory. The reason why they didn't show it here because they were showing it last week. Yeah, so he's gonna go past some park. Basically, he does a complete route until UA, and he mentions the fact that the system is basically is patrolled by guardhound. I guess that the one who's got big nose, and it's also got a very good security system. Basically, these metal walls that protect the whole freaking campus. And La Brava is using one of her quirk to bring out a security system so he can break in. What they're gonna steal is completely unknown. Mm-hmm. And that's when, of course, he basically confirms that he respects her feelings, he accepts it, and of course she jumps on him. Well, of course she actually falls over. That's basically from the manga itself, and he jumps right on top of him, and then basically he's like so happy he's with La Brava, and it's kind of similar. It's basically the same ending as basically chapter 174, but they actually give an artistic style ending. That's Studio Bones for you. Otherwise, though, pretty good episode. I loved it. Yeah, so that's it for this particular review. I'm hoping to do one more video today, and that'll be a review of the newest episode of Case Closed. And then that'll be it for today. Yep. So I think tomorrow I have about 5 videos overall. Basically, it'll be One Piece, Boruto, review newest chapter of My Hero Academia, newest chapter of Demon Slayer, and the new Asha movie. Okay? But see you next video. Bye.